I'm wondering if any of you experienced experiences of culture shock, where you're just, you feel quite shocked that something is so different than, some of you mentioned it already, but I don't know who wants to address that, if there's more to say on just culture shock.
The other thing I would say in terms of a huge culture shock is, time. So someone says, I want to meet you for 9. To someone else, you're just going to get there for 9, but technically you have to give a bit of leeway, 15 minutes early, 8:45. You don't just get there at 9 or 9:10. But where I come from, if you tell someone 9, just put 30 minutes extra, like 9:30 a.m., then you might see the person. So that to me was also a difference, and I had to learn that, okay, 9 a.m. means 8:45, so I'd always give myself a bit of, because there's a huge respect for time here, and it's considered disrespectful.
I got a lecture on work buddy and body buddy. A colleague of mine came to work on Monday morning and he said, "Oh, I got married last weekend." And I said, "What? We were together on Friday, you didn't mention it." He said, "Oh, we're work buddies, we're not body buddies."
Our panel that we held today at the conference was talking about workplace culture and comparing it with newcomers who've come from other workplace cultures so that they can kind of give advice and insight into prospective employers and prospective employees about what kinds of things they need to look for as the construction sector diversifies even more.
Back at home, a lot more emphasis is placed on technical skills and hardly anything on soft skills, whereas here it's almost the reverse, especially based on what level you are going in, if it's the entry level or as you go higher up. At the entry level, it's possible they might look out for more soft skills, and technical, you could still train that, along the line.
All of our panelists today were newcomers at one point. Some had been here as long as 45 years, so hardly newcomers, and they offered their unique perspectives, and I think as much as they might have been similar, they had a lot of diversity between them in their answers and in their experiences, and I think that was good for our participants to see.
Where I come from, you're a specialist in everything. You're a specialist in the electrical, the mechanical, but everything here is sort of divided in terms of field. So you're not expected to do everything per se. Just stick to your job, do what you have to do, and that was kind of different because sometimes you have to be like a master of all trades, that kind of thing. But here you just sort of, it's like individualized, it's specific to what you have to do. There's different departments, there's different moving parts. That wasn't something I was used to.
The topics we talked about today included things like culture shock. What are the things that you expected but didn't find, or unexpected things that came up and just shocked you that way? We talked about the weather, which isn't exactly cultural, but our response to it might be, like what we choose to wear in different kinds of temperatures.
If someone told me there was a place as cold as this, I'd say, nah, it's not possible. But to me, that was the weather took me off. It took me off guard. And to me, that was the biggest one. Also the milk. I had to adjust to that too. I don't know.
Sorry, say it again.
The milk.
The milk?
Yeah. That was a
How is Nigerian milk different?
It's thicker. I don't know.
It's thicker.
Yeah,
We talked about advice that people need to really hear as they are adapting to a new culture of workplace, so that people understand that there are resources, they can ask good questions, that they need to be assertive. And even what assertiveness looks like from one culture to another can be very different, so that people are being appropriately assertive and not too aggressive or too passive. Those were some of the highlights of our panel discussion today.
I like the fact that here there's the seeming irrelevance of age and more relevance of experience and ability. You could be in any position so long as you qualify to carry those things out. Whereas back at home, your age plays a huge role. Your age has to be on your resume compared to what you have here. And also, I remember where I was working the last time, there was a position that was to be filled, and there were two people going for it. One person was close to retirement, the other person was younger, but he seemed, rather experienced with the ability. And they told the one who was younger to step down so that this man who's going to retire is going to fill the position, and then he's always going to have time because he's still got years in the industry. So instead of putting the best person in, age becomes a huge factor.
I think some of the things that really resonated with our audience today had to do with how people give and receive feedback, so that you are employed somewhere else in the world and your feedback might be very direct, but Canadians might give an evaluation that's rather indirect. And so the feedback sandwich of saying something positive, like I like how you worked on the conference yesterday, I think there was a bit of problem with some of the scheduling, but overall I think the participants were happy. So if you don't hear that middle part of the sandwich, you missed the feedback.
I heard all how I am amazing and how I'm lucky to work with you. This was difficult for me from the beginning. Now I'm listening only the main points that I heard after but. Did you? I said, okay, this is what I should pay attention.
It's a sandwich style that at the beginning they say how you are great, and then they say, but maybe you can see another, you can check another point at this design, and then the end we are lucky to work with you. I always was missed the real important part, what I need to do, what I need to fix, what I need to check.
I think attracting women and newcomers, Indigenous people into the trades is really a good thing to see. You've heard talk about it for a long time, but I think finally the wave has hit the beach and you see that there are real changes happening in the construction workplaces. I think the conference is a necessity to inspire and inform and to help people avoid unnecessary mistakes and to get to where they want to go in the fastest amount of time and with the least amount of resources and energy expended.